Conakry, capitale mondiale du livre. Ma conscience prend de large dans les barges. De ces pages, je m'évade. C'est dans ma chambre.
Gallice, welcome to LouVision.
Hey Lou, it's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's been a long time.
I know it's been a while. It's been a minute, but always a great pleasure seeing you. You know, especially I want to thank you for everything that you're doing. You're doing an amazing job, and keep it up, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So, what have you been up to lately?
Oh man, I've been very busy. Been very busy and working on my music, you know, and also communities, you know, get involved and try to help as much as I can. You know, so many projects, NGOs, and yeah, been very busy.
Yeah, ever since I met you,
Right.
you know, from day one, I know you are very passionate about the Ghanaian community.
Right.
Can you tell me why?
I mean, first, before beginning, and I truly believe, I truly love my country. And another way to show care to Guinea is to help the community. You know, when I was growing up, my father told me that certainly you can find a good purpose within yourself, but you can only find the greatest purpose of life within others. So that quote really been very. I mean, it changed everything around me. That's why I've been so involved in helping people out. You know, trying to help as much as I can. And also, it also have a religious duty. You know, as a Muslim, it's my responsibility to have my community as well.
That's great.
Right.
Now, that's a beautiful quote.
Thanks, sir.
Working with it within the Ghanaian community
Right.
is crazy. It can get crazy.
Yeah.
So how have it been?
It's been very challenging, but we just have to be able to differentiate feelings and our responsibility. Because once we mix them, we kind of like not fulfill our responsibility anymore. I'm going to give you a typical example.
All right.
It's our religious duty to donate,
Yes.
to do zakat. But when you start paying attention to whom you're giving the money, what is he going to do with it? You will never give, especially in America. You know, you have to do it from the bottom of your heart. You have to do it for generosity, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to do it because you want to do it. So you don't pay too much attention to how Guineans feel, what people are going to say about what you're doing. Or Guineans, they're always fighting, they're always talking trash about you. You don't have to pay attention to all that. Just go ahead and help.
Worry about your action.
Exactly. You know, it's more important.
All right.
You know.
That's good. Now, I understand that you also do music.
Right.
You know, and I think a couple of weeks ago I heard one of your latest about going to Africa, going home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk to us about the whole project, Going Home project?
Yeah, the Going Home project is about the life of two artists who have not been back home for the past 15, 16 years. It's me and my good friend, Mohammed John.
Shout out.
Shout out to Mohammed John if you're watching this. And our goal is to go back home and inspire. The youth through art. He's an actor, and I'm a musician, so we want to go back home and inspire the youth. You know how back home when you tell your parents, I want to be a musician, I want to be an actor, we don't believe in that thing over there. You know, it's more like I want my son to become a doctor, to become a businessman. Yeah. But not everybody's created to be a businessman. We cannot all be businessmen. There has to be some other folks who focus on art, doctors, and you know, going on the moon, working with NASA and all that. So we want to change that perspective, you know. Okay. And it's very important. If you look at the Guinean artistic landscape right now, there's no excitement. The youth is so talented, but there's no creation, there's no motivation for the youth to become who they want to be, to become an artist. So we want to go change that landscape and inspire them, and also change the whole perspective of art. People can live through art. It's not because you're an artist that you cannot pay your rent. It's not because you're an artist that you cannot feed yourself. You can always do it. There's a way to do it. You just have to find the right way.
Depends on how it's done. And I guess you could test to that. You could test to that because of your life here.
Right. You know, I'm an artist. I've been an artist for the past years, actually. You know, I'm able to survive. Maybe I'm not a millionaire, but who knows? That moment will come. But my focus is to do something that I love, something that I care about, and money comes later on.
Okay. So, what's the end goal of the Going Home project? Are you guys gonna go home there and do a showcase, or what is it?
The end goal is to go to Guinea, and Mohammed John will get to present his movie, Mafetika, and I will get to present a compilation of songs that talked about the life of immigrant here, the life of immigrant in the U.S. And I'm sure once we hit the town, once we hit the city, a lot of things will come along. You know, there will be some other things we're gonna do, working with my school, my high school back there, and there's so many things. And just try to get familiarized. I mean, try to familiarize with the roots. You know, because we have not been in Guinea for so long now. It's been a while. Things have changed in Guinea. Guinea is no longer what it used to be. Yeah. Can you imagine? Like, I see some picture of my city. I don't recognize Guinea. Some picture of my folks, my family members. I don't recognize them anymore. And myself, I have also changed. America has changed me. I'm no longer the Sanusi Gallice who used to be like 10 years ago. I have changed so much. Yeah. So it's going to be a clash. It's very. I'm looking forward to it.
That's what it is. Now, speaking of home, what are your thoughts on the condition of the current condition of the country?
I mean, the current condition of the country, things could be much better. You know, of course, the dream of all Guineans is to see Guinea in a better place. You know, a prosperous Guinea. But it's been very slow lately. But I always tell people, change takes time. It takes time to change a country. It's easier to change a landscape, to change a real estate. You want to change your house right now, all you have to do is just go put everything down, break the wall, and in like 2-3 months you build it. But it takes time to change a human being. You know, sometimes it takes centuries. You know, so now it's all about having that patience, but also having the right people and having the right strategy to make that change happen. And what is really sad about Guinea is because I would say slow pace, but it's so slow that we don't feel it. We still don't have those things in place. You know, we don't have the right people to make that change happen. We do not have a strategy. We talked about it a lot. We talked about strategy. This is what we need to do to develop Guinea. Of course, we talked about it. We have the idea, but we still have not implemented them. You know, that's the thing. And also, we don't have the right people. Because if you look at the Guinea history right now, for the past years, I would say 20, 30 years, it's still the same people running the government. You know, I mean,
in a nutshell, yeah.
In a nutshell, you know, still the same people running the government. And so there's no. But in terms of a private sector, we have seen a lot of change, and there's still a hope. But fortunately, we have been able to at least elect a president democratically, which is first steps. I know some people might not agree with that, but it's a baby step.
Plus descendre à la mer pour sécher les cours. Je passe à classe supérieure, mais je suis pas à jour. Remontant à la main des poissons fumés. La rue m'a élevé d'Aaron doré. Oui! Chaque jour je gobe de mots du dico. Chaque jour on perd mon héros en bric en brac. Je clash sur l'agenda Conakry, capitale mondiale du livre. Y a pas de boulade. Je pose sous le vide par satellite en vrille, en guidant les convives de ma city en avril. Comment? Qu'importe où tu vas, tu reviens toujours là où tu viens. Qu'importe où tu vas, tu reviens toujours là où tu viens. Je préfère rester dans ma lecture. Trop m'embalade dans ma lecture. Je mets des pas de danse dans ma lecture.